You know, we're all anxious about something, right? Some of us are anxious a lot of the time. And that anxiety is because we have a lot of things that we need to do. But how do we get to that place where we have so much to do? Well, it's because we procrastinate. So says the voice of reason. But no. What are you talking about? I don't procrastinate. I just have a lot to do. Well, that's not true. Let me prove it to you. Right now, I bet you have your phone around you. Take your phone and look at the number of notifications you have. There's your procrastination. All those notifications you're putting off, those are your procrastinations. They're not real tasks. They're just distractions. That's what they are. And if you think about the things that cause you anxiety, what are they? Deadlines. Deadlines come from procrastination. So if you don't want to feel anxious, stop procrastinating. Easier said than done. Right, of course, but let's make it easier. So this is why you're always anxious. You're always distracted. And the Stoics say that because our minds are like a monkey holding a banana in a box, right? You put a box in front of a monkey and he's got a banana in his hand, right? And you put a different banana outside the box and he's going to try and reach for that other banana. And then you move the box and then he'll try and reach for it again. He never gets the banana. We're like that monkey. Our minds are always focused on the next new thing rather than focusing on what we actually have. You know, you might think that you're grateful for what you have, but your actions say otherwise. Because what you do is you spend all your time trying to acquire more stuff, more money, more recognition, more power, more fame, whatever it is, right? You'd think that's going to solve your problems, but it won't. But why is that the case? Because that's just more stuff that you have to manage, right? You have 10 little boxes with 10 bananas in them. Now you have to manage 20 boxes with 20 bananas in them. You've doubled your workload. So what do? Well, you hire an assistant and now you've got an employee to manage. Now you have to worry about their needs and their goals and their aspirations and their families and their responsibilities. And so now you've taken on more responsibility. More responsibility does not lead to less stress. It leads to more stress. The person who has the least amount of stress. It sounds crazy, but it's the person who has the most amount of stuff, but they don't care about it. The Stoics say it's the people who own the most stuff, but are indifferent to it. They don't really care about it. They don't need it. They're not attached to it. But wait. Doesn't that mean I shouldn't do anything? No. What the Stoics are saying is focus on what you have right now. Don't worry about the future. That's just a distraction. Worry about what you have right now. Be present right now. That's what you should be doing. So how do we stop procrastinating? Well, Epicurus says we do it by doing the hardest thing first. We have this tendency to save things for later. We put things off. And so when you have a big task, break it into small pieces and do the hardest piece first. Do the hardest piece first. When you do that, the rest of the day, everything else seems easier. So let's go back to our monkey example. Instead of trying to grab that banana that's just out of reach, grab a different banana that's within reach. Okay? Grab that banana, and then once you do, the rest of the bananas, they seem closer now. Right? That's how you deal with procrastination. Focus on what you have. Do the hardest thing first. If you do that, you'll find that you have less distractions, less anxiety, and you can focus on the present moment. And the present moment is where life is lived. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, it's in the present moment. So focus on the present. This too shall pass. You're not alone.